Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we got a new trailer for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and we also gotten some more new characters as well, and so therefore I wanted to discuss and analyze this trailer. But before we do that, first I want to let you guys know I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll greatly appreciate your support. But let's get started. So this is just Hyrule, and then I believe this is like during the beginning of the game, and then we see the secret stones here, and this seems to be Ganondorf, I believe. Looks like Ganondorf. And then this is a secret stone here.
A power that great tests the
and
very
we got the link construct here.
depths of its bearer's soul.
And then this probably is the beginning of the game.
Just like the secret stones.
And then
Seems it can be
the
used
darkness.
for good or evil.
Yep. And we see the gloom. This is Ganondorf. We got more from Ganondorf.
Like triumph.
I feel like this is like during the part where Ganondorf like brings Molduga and tries to attack Rauru, but the Molduga get wiped out, so. And this is the Demon King form of Ganondorf, which could mean that he has obtained the secret stone. And then we see, I believe this is Colgera. Looks so much like Colgera. And then this seems to be, yeah, the Queen Gypto. But the designs are super different. Similar to like how Age of Calamity did it. The designs for the Blight Ganons are super different. And we see RD and even Rauru there behind too. Like they both try to fight Queen Gypto. And we see Zelda here as well. So yeah, pretty cool. And then here, I believe this is Colgera. We see Kia, Argostan, and Rafika here as well, trying to fight the Colgera. But Colgera is super different in this game. We never see Colgera use its claws, so. And this one, I believe we saw this in the September Nintendo Direct trailer.
In times to come.
And yep, this is like
my husband will be
the team allying. But this one here,
face.
this scene, you know, I think this is probably like meeting the Korok, I believe.
Face.
And then this is Kia attacking the Muck monsters, Muck Bokoblins.
Count.
And then
To sit.
we see Rauru, Ardi, and then Argostan, and then we see her again. But this guy, see, this is the fourth character, are the four races, and we finally saw him. It's this Zora. From the outside, just looks like a normal Zora captain, but this Zora does have a sword, a Zora sword like thing, but the weapon design is pretty unique. I believe this is a male Zora. Rafika used his talons. So yeah, this is probably like when we see Lanalia and the link construct behind Rauru as well. This probably takes place during the Imprisoning War. and then okay, this scene though, this does look like the depths, but this could also potentially be the scene where Rauru would seal Ganondorf, sacrificing his life. This does seem to be the case, that Rauru would seal Ganondorf in this cutscene. We see Rauru, Minoru, Zelda, and Lanalia right there. And then these are the Gorons, Argostan. We see Kia in the Gerudo Desert with Zelda. I believe we saw a screenshot of this. And then Rafika, Ardi. And then look, I feel like this is like when the sages are getting cheered on. But we do see the other Rito here as well. We see a Rito warrior. I want to touch on this Rito warrior later. And then we also see here the Zora warrior. We see this new character here. I want to touch on this character. We see him in the cutscene. We see, I believe this would be the Gerudo warrior. Here, this is where the sages and Zelda would attack Ganondorf.
To protect.
And then here we see Korok following Link Construct.
Those I care about
I believe we saw a screenshot of this one.
most. We all
Now this one, the sword.
stand beside
We see Zelda equipped the sword,
you, however possible.
but the Sync Strike parts. So this seems to be Zelda doing a Sync Strike with Rauru, I believe. Rafika, because it takes place during the Hebra. To Kia. To Argostan. To Artie. And then Minoru. This is Sonia. And then we see Rauru there in the background as well. But this is a Sync Strike with Sonia. This is the Link Construct. And this takes place during the Imprisoning War. And we see the Link Construct right here. You see the scene? Zelda and the Link Construct doing a Sync Strike. I want to know how their Sync Strike would look like. But we probably saw a scene of this before. And then sort of Minoru and Rauru here.
It's not impossible.
And then the Korok like jumps on the Link Construct. I believe this could either be a Sync Strike or a victory animation. Though I believe it is a Sync Strike. This Korok appears to be holding a Great Deku sword. Though it does have a different design, so it could be something else. But yeah, we saw this. Weak point smash. And then yeah, this one though, you see this place? It appears to be taking place on like the Wind Temple or something. Like just look at the location. Like we see a Goron, Zelda, the Rafika, Artie, Rauru, and then we even see a Trident here as well. This means that like this would take place in a temple, and I believe like it would be a boss fight. I believe this is most likely the Wind Temple because it's like at the sky, and so that's what I believe. And then like a Sync Strike, Artie and Zelda. Like she pushes Zelda and attacks Skipto. Okay, this one. Look at the scene. We see the Link Construct skydive and then do a weak point smash with the Zonite sword. Really cool, but yeah.
We'll find strength in our allies and save these
And
lands.
yeah, this is just normal cutscenes. And okay, this one. So, you see here, we see the sages, Zelda, Minoru, and then Rauru. But where is Sonia? That's the question. She is not in this cutscene at all. So that could mean that Sonia must have passed away. She must have gotten killed. You know, that could happen. But this game was explicitly stated that this game is canon, and so no Sonia here. But overall, pretty cool. Well, okay, Sonia's stuff is not cool, but this game is canon. We will get the canon route. I'll touch on the non-canon route in a sec. But yeah, everyone cheers for them. And yeah, this one. Alright, so that is the trailer. Alright, so now this part here, we got more characters. Now this comes from the Koei Tecmo Japanese website. So we see these warriors here. There are 5 of them that were shown. We got this Goron, which we did see in one of the screenshots. His name is Pastos. I got that in my comment on analyzing the screenshots, but his name is Pastos. So we kind of got his name. And overall, like, he does kind of resemble like Daruk a bit, but yeah, really cool looking Goron. He's leading more towards Daruk than Yunobo. Then we got the Zora here. You know, it's a blue Zora, and he has a weapon which it seems to be a spear, but in the trailer I saw like it was more like a sword than a spear, so I'm not too sure. This Zora just reminds me of Sidon, and it could resemble Sidon, but then again, like, Kia is also Sidon's ancestor. Maybe this could be Kia's brother, similar to like the relationship with Mipha and Sidon. Then we see a Rito, and we did see a Rito here in the Koei Tecmo trailer a couple days after the direct. The designs are much different here though. Like there we see kind of like a purple hair, still mostly green, but this Rito here in the artwork is super green, and the hair too is more brown. But this Rito does look feminine. I'm hoping that this Rito would be an ancestor to Revali, because like Rafika is not Revali's ancestor, and Teba and Tulin are not Revali's descendants. I hope that this Rito here would be Revali's great times 10 grandmother. I hope that would be the case, and I do like this design more. I hope that this would just be like the placeholder design, and that this would be the final design here. Because these characters, like their artwork, they look much better. Next, we got two Hylian warriors. Though this one, I'm not too sure if it's a Hylian or a Sheikah warrior. Because you see the forehead for the purple hair guy, it kind of like resembles a Sheikah symbol. Though it is not a Sheikah symbol. But I'm not too sure. They're wearing a Zonite armor. Like, he looks kind of like Link. Probably doesn't resemble, but visually, like the face, for me, it just looks kind of like Link. I mean, it's not Link, obviously, and the Link construct resembles Link more than him, but he wields a two-handed claymore. Yeah, overall, pretty cool character. I want to see how he plays in this game. But then we got the fifth character here as well. This character, we actually did get to see in a trailer. So you see here, we see this character right next to the Zora we saw. And then we do see this Rito here as well. We see the Zora, and then next to Zora we see this character as well. Overall, like, it's pretty cool. We see these three here. We see them in the trailer. I wonder how they play a role in this game. This character wields a sword and a shield, so he could like parry. But I'm most interested to know what their role is in the story. And for some reason, we did not get this Gerudo warrior here. Though I believe the reason why we didn't get this Gerudo warrior is because before, in the beginning part of the game, the Gerudo were part of Ganondorf's team. But like after Artie abandons Ganondorf, I believe this Gerudo warrior would also abandon Ganondorf and join Artie and Rauru. This Gerudo, I believe, will be a warrior soon. I believe that still, these 5 warriors, they look really cool. I'm hoping the Rito is female, and then ancestor to Revali. That would be really cool to see. Now, I also saw many parts where Sonia wasn't present. So you see this part, we don't really see Sonia here. And so that could mean that like this is the canon route. However, I did make a video on the possibility of a non-canon route. Go watch that video out if you want to know about the possibility of a non-canon route. And coming soon, I am working on a video that talks about how a non-canon route would work. So stay tuned for that if you're interested to know my imagination of a non-canon route that's currently in the works. But this appears to be the canon route. No Sonia. Sonia passed away. It's pretty cool that this game would be canon and that this would actually be part of the Zelda timeline. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you liked this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. But with that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.